introduction, first of all, I would like to explain with you all what is the flora and fauna. Flora is a term that can be related to all plant life, whereas fauna, which can be represents to all animal life. Next, what is the importance of flora and fauna? Flora and fauna are important as they maintain our ecological balance. There are symbiotic relationships between flora and fauna. For example, flora releases oxygen through photosynthesis, which is then taken by the fauna for respiratory purpose. In return, fauna will release carbon dioxide, which is required for the flora for photosynthesis. Besides, humans are also benefited a lot from flora and fauna. For example, the sources of medicine, the sources of fruits, and the sources of water. To say that the main food sources for humans are provided by flora and fauna. Furthermore, flora and fauna also contribute towards aesthetic value as they distribute across the earth. Because of their aesthetic value, people like to spending their time for outside activity to enjoy the beauty of Denmark. For example, they visit to the botanic gardens, zoos, safaris, or national parks. Besides that, the importance of flora and fauna is that they contribute to the local economy through tourism. They can be regarded as tourism magnet because they can attract a lot of tourists to come and visit and then increase the local economies. Without that, I don't think the places such as Penang Botanic Garden, Pahang National Park, Kinabalu Park will be visit a lot of tourists. This may then decrease the total income from tourist activities. However, have you discovered that there are more and more animals are in danger of going extinction every year? I need to emphasize again the loss of flora and fauna could bring a lot of negative implications for all the living things, including us as human beings. Needed to say that the extinction has occurred and is continuing due to different reasons. The more flora and fauna we lose, the fewer they are contribute in our ecological system. Therefore, it's our duty to cooperate together to protect them from extinction. Let's see some of the examples of endangered species.
The extinctions of flora and fauna have become a serious global issue, and the rate of extinction is increasing year by year. So now I would like to talk about the ways to overcome the extinctions of flora and fauna. The first action we can take is protecting the wildlife habitats. Due to the selfishness of humans, we clear the forests and other lands to build our residential area and building. By doing so, we are destroying the home of animals. So we have to support the wildlife habitats in our area and pay attention to the proposal for development in our neighborhood. We have to protect wildlife refuge, the parks, and open spaces so that the whole community of animals and plants can be protected. The second way is restoring the degraded habitats and some program. We can protect the endangered species by setting out more national zoo and reforestation. Besides, we can protect them by setting out more rescue centers such as Rescue Center of Orangutan in Indonesia. China have done a lot of efforts to protect the panda by setting out many sanctuaries such as Giant Panda Program. The next way is defending and strengthening the law. The Endangered Species Act (ESA) is a law which was enacted in 1973 to prevent the endangered species from extinctions. The ESA can prevent the loss of plants and animals to extinctions and make it illegal to sell, export, or import any endangered species or threatened species. For example, the Malayan tigers are hunted for medication use and decoration. Some people believe that their teeth can cure fever and the skin can be sold up to $16,000. So this reflects the importance of ESA. The next way is education. Educate the public can increase the awareness of people. The government should add the knowledge about the ecosystem and the endangered species into the syllabus of education of the students. So the children are educated and can protect the ecosystem since they are young. So when they grow up, they will produce a new generation which is more wildlife friendly. The last step is changing our lifestyle. We must pay attention to the product we use. Avoid buying the products that are made up from the endangered species and the things that harmful to the environment. So we must look for the products that are made out of recycled material. From our conventional views, when we travel overseas, usually we will buy some souvenir, but please bear in mind, avoid buying the products that are made out from the things like ivory, corals, and tortoise shell, because these things are made out from the endangered species. Besides, we can make small energy saving changes. Decreasing the overall carbon footprint can save the environment. We can replace the conventional light bulb to the compact fluorescent light bulb. This is because the compact fluorescent light bulb use less fossil fuels than the conventional light bulb. If possible, we must support the carpooling and public transport because this way can reduce the release of carbon monoxide to the environment, which can cause the greenhouse effect, thinning of the ozone layer, and the global warming.
Flora and fauna are very important for human existence. Human beings are benefited a lot from flora and fauna through food, medicines, and water. When flora and fauna extinct, it will leave many bad impacts. There will be change in the life cycle. Extinction of predators such as tigers and lions will resulting to the increasing of prey species, and it will overrun its habitat due to the high food and water demand. Next, global warming and air pollution will occur through deforestation, lead to implications such as haze that can affect nature and human health. Next is soil erosion. Trees and plants are natural barriers that can slow water runs off the land, and the roots of the tree will tightly hold the soil. When the trees are cut down, there is nothing that holds the soil and causing soil erosion. The last is destroy of the beauty of the nature. Humans cut down the tree, causing the air and land pollution, and bring danger to endangered species of animals and plants.
Every year, 13 million hectares of forest are cut down, and only 6 hectares grow. Every second on the planet disappears forest area with a football field, and because of this, more than 100,000 animals and plants die.
So today I'm gonna interview about flora and fauna extinction. So can you introduce yourself?
My name is Nafarisha binti Mayasin and I'm from Faculty Computer.
Okay, this interview is about the extinction of flora and fauna. We know that flora and fauna are important to maintain ecological balance,
as we can see, many impacts that occur from flora and fauna extinction. So, in your opinion, what are the ways you can do to preserve flora and fauna?
Okay, in my opinion, we can donate to wildlife charities. For example, WWF organization help many charities for endangered species. Instead of donating money, you also can join the volunteerism that they help. Second, plant more native plants around your area. This will help preserve the natural habitat of nearby animals. Third, avoid using pesticide or fertilizer that contain chemical because it will bring harm to nature. That's all from my perspective of view.
Thank you for your simple and great opinion, and thank you for participating for my interview.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Atika Luani binti Muhammad. My metric number is PB19099. Today, I want to talk about the contributing factor to the problem of existence of flora and fauna. The problem is illegal logging. Illegal logging is also like cutting down the protected trees such as meranti and cengal. In addition, logging in the National Forest Reserve and Park cause flora and fauna not to be safe. Consequently, the selfish nature of man cause all the habitat on the earth to be destroyed. Meranti and cengal wood are so expensive, so there are some immoral people who are able to cut down to the tree for the profit. When logging is carried out, it also destroys all the species, small plants around the earth, and the animals who are alive to the place will run and die. Next, this illegal hunting has resulted from high demand of outside of countries such as United States, Britain, and Europe for the exotic animals that found in Malaysia. For those who are engaged in this immoral activity, they will earn a great deal of money because the animal they hunt is very high price. As a result, some inhuman society are able to do such this work. It is estimated that nearly 200,000 of these beloved species are sold for research every year, causing some of these animals to become extinct. Among the dangerous animals in Malaysia are Malaya tiger, black shrew, Malaysian horns, orangutan, and Borneo elephant. These animals are extremely endangered and have only a small amount during to immoral behavior and human behavior and behavior. Historically, seawater that is contaminated by oil spill and is full of waste cause aquatic life cannot reproduce their species. Living things such as dolphin and killer whales are endangered species and existence hampers. Removal of toxic waste into the ocean also cause aquatic animals to die. As a result, these animals are left homeless when their area is contaminated with toxic substance that can kill them. This immoral activity not just justified that we try to kill them. Also, future generations may not be able to recognize other aquatic animals. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I want to talk about the challenges that we got to maintain our species flora and fauna. Okay. The first challenges that we can identify is an effort to maintain the population of flora and fauna is economy and technology development. The rapid development of the world economy and technology has led to many forests being explored for the purpose of building human infrastructure and facilitated. It has also invited the problem of the saturation of nature. For example, forest clearing activity. Many forest area has been opened for the purpose. This causes many animals to lose their habitat. When animals lose their habitat, they lose their food source, protection, and make many animals endangered. This situation is increasing when wildlife species have become familiar as the tiger, caterpillar, and the sun bear. Thirdly, limited natural resources. Limited natural resources has been important challenges for Malaysia in keeping the flora and fauna population in balance. This is because we need those resources and at the same time we need to limit the use for those resources to ensure the sustainability for those resources. Okay, finally, global warming. The weather is getting worse and this is a greenhouse effect global warming so that the ozone layer is thinner. Not all species of flora and fauna can withstand high temperatures and hot weather. Previously, cool areas may end up like hot desert area. When the forest itself is a global warming, the animal will also feel its pain. For example, the phenomena of El Nino. Phenomena has led to a sudden rise in global temperature that some species of flora and species of animal and plant are endangered, especially for animal and plant that do not respond to hot temperature. In the case given more challenges for Malaysia to handle that situation, for make sure species flora and fauna stay available and protected. Thank you. Thirdly, limited natural resources. Limited natural resources has been important things and challenges for Malaysia to maintain the flora and fauna population in balance. This is because we need those resources and at the same time we need to limit the use for those resources to ensure the sustainability for those resources. Finally, global warming. The weather is getting worse and this is greenhouse effect. Global warming shows that the ozone layer is thinner. Not all species of flora and fauna can withstand high temperature and hot weather. Previously, cool area may end up like hot desert area. When the forest itself is global warming, the animal will also feel its pain. For example, the phenomena of El Nino. Phenomena has led to a sudden rise in global temperature that some species of flora and fauna, species of animal and plant are endangered, especially for animal and plants that do not respond to hot temperature. In this case, giving more challenges for Malaysia to handle that situation, for make sure species flora and fauna stay available and protected. Thank you. That's all from me about challenges that we got to protect our species and our species flora and fauna in Malaysia. Thank you.